What's up, everyone? Welcome to another week, another edition of Outside the Box Live. Now, all right, why isn't my restream doing? Wait, 'cause it's slow. There we go. All right. Yep. Okay, we are working. We are on Instagram. We are on all our side pages. Welcome, everybody. Last week, I'm sorry I could not. I was too lousy to do anything yesterday or last week, so I'm sorry I had to cancel last week. I hate when I have to cancel. I don't like doing that. But welcome, everyone's back. We got Gina back here. The cat lady's back with us. We got Mr. Mike Hunt down there on the bottom. We got the sick. Yeah, that's the other way. We got the sick myth guy in the corner there, and you know me as always. I'm the doctor of foodology, and I want to start off by saying to, and I didn't. I mean, I knew this, but I didn't realize it really. We weren't on last week because we were all half dead and sick and whatever was going on. I got text messages and messages like people were upset. We like not upset like mad, but upset like we weren't on last week. And I'm sitting there trying to wrap around my head. I'm like, wow, like people were actually everybody's. I got at least 5 text messages saying, what are we gonna do without our Outside the Box Live on Saturday nights? I'm like, and that just I have to say that to everybody, thank you. That just really makes my day. I mean, I know we come on, we vent, we talk, we do our whatever therapy we want to call it. Hi, Susan. But in essence,
hi, Matt. Hi, Sue.
People really love the show, and that's awesome. And I want to thank everybody that joins us each week. And so yeah, thank you, everybody. Hi, Steph. It's
hi, Steph.
So today, this evening I officiated a coworker's wedding. I was out in Archibald at the Black Diamond Fire Hall. It was an outside wedding. Just got everything done. Just got done, and then it poured like a son of a bee. But it held off till we got through the wedding, which was awesome. Now they did a barbecue for their food. It was a barbecue, and they had pulled pork, brisket, loaded mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and I'm like, and they had this type of sweet and smoky sauce. Here to find out it was Mission Barbecue, and I was like really impressed because last time I was at Mission Barbecue, it was not good. But I guess they're catering, like, oh my God, it was like delicious. So I want to give a shout out to Michael and Tiffany, our newest couple married with simple ceremonies. They're still partying up there. They won't see this, but say congratulations to them. And this last literally 2 weeks, I just been fighting off this cold and everything and crap. But it's good to be back. And
thank you, Susan.
And we missed all you guys as you guys missed us, which is cool. So last 2 weeks, Fred, how was your last 2 weeks? What did you do? Anything exciting?
Let me think. I mean, I've been working some overtime. I know you guys know how that goes, and honestly, man, the past 2 weeks just kind of a blur. Like I've just been working, I mean, the weather kind of broke now. Like we got the air conditioners running, nonstop, I think it's going to be cool this week coming up, but yeah, just kind of trying to spend some time outside. That's really good for my mental health, is just kind of getting outside and cutting the grass and pulling weeds and crap like that. I just enjoy it.
Come here, please.
Between my spiders, I can help you out.
between my spine and her leg. It's getting to be quite a patch back there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, I mean, like having a building like I do, you can't see it from the street. You'd actually have to go in the back. We have an alley back there, and you'd actually have to go into. It's an unnamed alley. You'd literally have to go into like rear Main Street back there, and come up on the yard to actually see it, which is why I'm procrastinating on it.
Yeah, but we cater to the wild animals too.
There is that.
Yeah.
Speaking
How
of
you
which,
doing, Mark? Thanks for hanging out with us this week.
What's up, Mark? What's up, Susan, Stephanie, Matt P?
yeah.
Yeah.
Brother
But
crewman.
anyway, brother crewman in the house. You know it. But yeah, like how's everybody feeling? Like Jay, are you on the other side now of the cold or flu kind of thing you had last week? How are you feeling?
Well, I'm still, like, body-wise, I don't feel like I'm hurting anymore, but it's still congestion. It's still like I'm still coughing, hacking up, like, phlegm, and like my voice goes in and out, and which was really fun today, trying to do a wedding thank God the DJ guy had a mic there, so I had a microphone. But normally I don't need a mic because I have a big mouth. But yeah, I needed one today. But no, they were happy. Everything was good. I went. Let's see. I went back to work Wednesday. I took Monday and Tuesday off. I just could not push. I just could not do it. I felt so crapped out. Like I'm on prednisone. I'm on I was on steroids. I was on CPAC that.
With diabetes, be really careful with that. Really, prednisone's horrible for blood sugar.
Yeah, I know. They gave me a low dose, and my doctor even said that he's like, steroids isn't great for your diabetes, but right now you need something to kick that out of your system, and before it goes into bronchitis. And I was like, great, I already got bronchitis. But yeah, so I'm pretty much today. I felt pretty human. It's just this morning was beautiful today. Oh my God! Like I said, I was up at I was on the road at 7 in the morning. When I left Tammy's to come back home, I had the window down. I had the 80s music cranking and like
nice.
Stuff
like Vixen and stuff,
like hair bands, like Cinderella, but not like the songs that everybody heard, like the songs that you didn't hear on the radio,
the deep cuts, the B-sides.
And it's like I was there just cruising up Route 11, just jamming away, and the sun was out, and people were out walking, riding bikes, and I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And Gina, how are you feeling?
Hurting and bored and somewhat depressed because I don't get out.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Have you been catching up on any good TV shows? Any to just keep yourself occupied? I've been
rewatching Ghost Hunters and stuff like that.
Oh, that's a good show. I like that.
It's just, it gets to be boring, and I just put it on for background noise and fall asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I sent in the group chat, I sent a picture of what my leg looks like right now without the.
Yeah.
I'm watching her sock right now. Or if I were Paul McCartney, I would say I'm darning her sock.
Mike is the caretaker.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the only face I've seen, except for the doctors and the nurses when I went for my follow-up. This is the only face I've seen in more than 2 weeks.
You got to pity the poor woman. This is not This is a face not only like a mother couldn't love, but you know, there's.
Oh man. Well,
yeah, it's kind of like a Beauty and the Beast situation right now.
Yeah, he's beauty.
Oh, are you at least able to walk a little bit, Gina? Like, have you been up, walking a little bit?
I have to use a walker, and I'm not allowed to put any weight on my foot.
Oh. All right, guys, I'm going to show you what. I'm going to show you what Gina shared with me. Well, the group chat anyway. One second.
Yeah, so you're healing up. You're healing up, but I know it's a slow process, right?
It's really slow, and not having any money coming in on my part,
that looks painful.
It really is. I've been trying to wiggle my toes, and I have to move my foot around a little bit to keep it from going stiff. It just it's bad.
Yeah.
So what's new with the Sigma channel? Any new stories? I haven't caught up on stories yet.
Oh man, I haven't uploaded anything for like at least 2 weeks, maybe longer. Part of the problem is like after I finished my last video, I started working on 2 separate, like they're completely different videos. One of them is like a tribute video to a friend of mine who passed away. So I'm gonna take a little more time working on that one. And then I have like another one that I'm working on that's kind of more, like the typical local history, education kind of stuff. But
right,
it's my own fault because why did I start 2 videos at the same time and now I can't finish either of them? So I'm kind of like,
welcome to my world.
Yeah.
So now you understand, like people think, oh, just because I get a lot of good criticism. Don't get me wrong. You get your 1 or 2 idiots that like, oh, we should have done this. Some people don't realize it's not easy making a video. At least and like I said, and for Matt's ears, brother crewman, I just uploaded. Well, I uploaded my last complete edited video first Friday in October. So we got videos up till October, baby. So I can take a break. Once then I
take a vacation.
I could take a little R&R, yeah. Because each week I still got, like I said, up till first Friday in October.
Wow. Man.
That's a lot of content.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, with the way that I do my videos, like,
oh no,
I don't want them to be too heavy on the editing and the, all the cool like fades and all that kind of stuff. Like the last video or 2, I got a little carried away, so I'm trying to like.
You do. It happens.
Yeah, like I'm trying to just kind of get back down to basics and just kind of say what I have to say in like a 10-minute video and then just move on to the next one. Not get too hung up in like, oh yeah, this is a cool like fade, a cool intro, outro, cool music. Like I'm still going to incorporate that, but
well, like I do.
Just like right to the point, highlight a topic and then just move on. So see, I kind of lost my train of thought.
My intros and outros are already like pre-done, so I just add them to the video clip and boom, and just edit it through. That's mine are already done. And
yep.
Let's see, Susan, the day of my granddaughter's communion, my husband grabbed right around my ankle on my right leg. Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would have saw stars too. I hope you didn't hurt yourself. Ooh. What's up, Venger? Venger 6 is in the house, baby.
What's up, Venger?
Brother from another mother. Brother from another mother out in Texas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, Fred, I have a book for you. I forget the exact title of it. It's like mythologies or something about, like, basically it's like the myths and mythos of this area. My mother got it for me, like, probably like 5 years before she died, which was like hard to believe, but almost like 10 years ago now. So,
oh man,
yeah, I can't remember the exact title of it. It was actually I came across it. I was cleaning out the dining room the other day, and I have bookshelves out there. Yeah, stumbled across it, and it's like, oh, I bet Fred would love to read this.
yeah, man. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, man. I appreciate that.
Andrew, I don't like spaghetti, but that sounds really good. You could send some my way.
Yeah.
Wait, how could you not like spaghetti?
When that's all your mother made when you were growing up because it was cheap.
Oh,
yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, I get you.
Oldest of 4 kids and a lower middle class family.
It's funny, like my grandma on my dad's side had all the Italian recipes, so she would do spaghetti or pasta one way, and then my other grandma was Irish, so she would do more of like an American version of spaghetti and meatballs, and like I couldn't pick a favorite because they're both different and they're both good.
See, I loved my
years
grandmother's recipe for lasagna. Instead of ricotta cheese, she put in American cheese.
Right.
Because people in her family did not like ricotta cheese. When I was with my ex-husband, he tweaked it to where he added the American cheese, but he kept the ricotta also. And
that sounds good. That sounds really good. Hey, Marcus, what's going on, buddy?
What up, Marcus? How about gnocchi? You guys like gnocchi?
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Gnocchi.
Oh, gnocchi.
Not gnocchi. Gnocchi.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Don't knock it.
Can't beat it. So Jay,
that means you have to join it.
You got to join it. You got to join in. Join in on the gnocchi party. All are welcome.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah. I didn't even do a review last night. That's how I'm not even feeling up to speed yet.
Jay, I saw you did some hot dogs with the soubrette onions sauce. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That was just in the kitchen. Yeah. I mean, like review. So yeah, what happened was I was watching a lot of YouTube, and there's this guy's name's Chris. I forget his channel name, but he works in New York City, and during the he'll just take a walk around and just check out different food carts like on his lunch. And I noticed a lot of them had that. Even Sharif down in Wilkes-Barre.
Sharif, he don't like it.
He's too busy rocking the Casbah.
Exactly.
He is. But so I saw on TV they use that onions and sauce instead of chili. I was at Garrity's before I got sick, so about over 2 weeks ago, and I saw a jar of the soubrette onions and sauce. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try just to check it out, because this Saturday coming up, I make my hot dog chili for the Memorial Day cookout. So I'll be doing hot dog chili.
Got Memorial Day coming up. Jay's famous chili.
I do. And how you doing, Jay? Yep, I've got stuff from Sabatelli's Market. They are good. I like them. It's just their hours. Like my hours and their hours don't work. And
great food. Happy to see Sabatelli's reopened after the fire next door. So glad they're back in business, man. That's great. Great food.
And I believe, speaking about fires, the Polish Connection restaurant that got caught on fire in Plymouth, I believe Reds is back open now. Reds was cleared to open back up. So I believe Reds is open too. So if you guys Plymouth, Susan, you're down that way. Let's show. Oh, I will. Oh, I will. Listen, Matt, I don't know if you heard, but I got videos lined up until my last upload is the first Friday in October. So yeah, you got some stuff coming, buddy.
Man.
And,
Jay is a workhorse, man. You got videos till October. I can't even get my, like I said, I'm working on 2 videos. I can't even focus on which one I want to work on. I just have to do it eventually.
But yeah, so that onions and sauce, like I heated it up in the microwave, wasn't bad. It was not bad at all for a change, something different. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's good for a change. Really, the only time I've ever had it is like when I'm in New York and, you know, you're walking around the city, you're starving, and there's a hot dog cart on every corner. So it's like, yeah, give me one. And, you know, they always have that soubrette onions and sauce when you're in NYC.
Yeah. Trying to see how many cats are going to come and visit me while I'm on camera. So far,
they're all coming to check on you.
Oh, they've been checking on me because I crawled my ass upstairs so that I can be a little bit more independent and not have to rely on Mike for everything.
Right.
And the minute I plopped myself down on the couch, they all came around.
They're like, hey, let's go.
Even Willow, you know, and Willow hasn't been here that long. She was in the bedroom with me for the longest time. And when I broke my leg, she's been outside out like with the rest of them since then. And she hasn't seen me since then. She came up and she laid right on my chest and curled up and went to sleep.
Oh.
But also, here's what I did, something stupid the other day. I slept wrong or slept stupid, and now like I can't like really turn like to the left to see what's behind me. Like my neck's all messed up. Hurts like hell. But thank God for good drugs. So I'm gonna say.
That's how I'm feeling. I actually weaned myself down on my pain meds. I'm only taking them like at night before bed, or if the pain gets really bad and the Tylenol just isn't working.
Well, here's like my doctor, like when I had that, when I was throwing that blood clot a couple weeks ago, and like I was like in like major ass pain, I asked my doctor, can I get some type of painkiller? I'm like, because it's like horrendous. They will not. Well, he does not believe in painkiller. He's like, well, let's start you out with a muscle relaxer.
That helped too.
I'm like, I'm like, well, okay, if you think that's gonna help. That just well, because we thought it was possible Charlie horse, not like, you know, blood clot. It just took the edge off, like not even really took the edge off. And then like once I got the Eliquis in my system, I'm starting like, oh, thank God. But it's like, schmag. Let's see, did I do anything else exciting? Oh, but going up to even this morning, just driving around, like it was beautiful out. The sun was shining, people were out. Like I said, literally, like I felt like I was 18 again. I had my window down, music was cranking, 80s stuff, and
Vixen.
No, sweetheart.
No, not today, but I do listen to Vixen. Like I said, today was Cinderella, like all the like, you know, odds, like the non-played Cinderella songs. Tom Kiefer just got stuck in my head. I was like, let's jamming some Cinderella. That was
Nice.
my first concert I ever saw was Cinderella when they opened for Bon Jovi.
My first concert was Lyle Lovett.
Oh, cool. Jay, was that
Metallica?
And your first concert was Metallica. That is kick-ass. That's awesome.
No, Justice Tour. They Broome County Arena. They did an encore. It was well over an hour. They were recording stuff for Live Binge and Purge. None of it made it. None of it made it. But they were still, like, anywhere they were going at that time, they would record anywhere from like a half an hour up to like 2 hours. I think they actually did like 2 hours. They basically played their entire old catalog.
Wow.
Nice.
Like the first 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I was deaf after that.
I bet.
That's amazing. What would that have been, like 1980
and,
something?
88. I believe it was 88. And I was 16, so it was 88. Queensryche opened for them on their Operation Mindcrime thing.
Queensryche would have been good. Yeah, I would have loved to see them. So shout out.
They were, well, I mean, it's just like any other opening act. I mean, they didn't really have their full gear. They had Metallica's backdrop. And you have Jeff Tate, screaming about the eyes of a stranger and all that, and how the mirror never lies.
So
it's crazy.
I don't know. I was not even at the time. I wasn't like a big Queensryche fan. I'm still not. I think they're just kind of like a rip-off of Pink Floyd, but maybe that's me.
Giggy Cat, awesome. To answer your question, yes, it was. I think I was like 15 or like either I don't know if I was 15 yet or I was still like 14. I was with I went with Danny Golich. Me and him went, and we stood in line all day to see Cinderella and Bon Jovi. But yeah, it was at the Kingston Armory. There was snow all over. It was cold as hell.
It was a long, cold winter.
Yes, it was. No, but no, it was in like because let me see. Wait, no, I was in junior high school because that's the day when I went to the concert all day. That's the year for Christmas my dad brought home the Camaro because he snuck up because he knew I wasn't going to be there because I went to the concert all day. So I was 15. He snuck the Camaro home and stuck it in the one garage we rented. So yeah, it was around like Christmas, November, December. Steph, that concert was
awesome. Nobody's fool.
Wow.
I just picture a little Steph headbanging to, Cinderella.
Yeah. Well, she's told me that story before. I think her mom and dad were at that concert, Cinderella, Bon Jovi.
She was in utero, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she was utero.
Yeah. She was not yet, part of the world. I mean, she was, but you know what I mean.
She was in the belly going, no.
Yeah. She was.
I saw the original Godfather that way.
Man,
at the Paramount Theater on the Square. I was in utero when my mother
Paramount Theater on the Square, aka the old Kirby, aka the Kirby Center, isn't it? That's the old Paramount. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, they were actually showing. Was right I think it was right before the flood. They had, in fact, I think in pictures of Public Square, you'll see like it's on the marquee, The Godfather.
Yeah.
That's what was showing, at the Paramount when the flood happened. So I was born about 3 months after the flood.
Wait, wow. Giggy Cat is Giggy Cat Steph's? Wait, is that Steph's mom?
Yes.
I did not know that until like a second ago. So
yep.
Giggy Cat was gone. I never put two and two together. It was Steph's mom. Damn.
Yep.
I think that's
Gigi
Cat.
Gigi Cat. Gigi Cat.
Gigi. Yeah, I did not put.
Sorry, that was my initials growing up. Gigi.
But
That's so awesome.
that's funny. Because like
my first concert was, I'm not trying to rub it in, but it was the Rolling Stones, 1994, Syracuse, New York, on a Rock 107 bus trip with my dad.
Rock 107.
Best night of my life. It was amazing.
Sorry, I'm watching my favorite YouTube channel. It's very relaxing.
Yeah, me too.
Mowing. He goes around to abandoned properties or overgrown properties and cuts the grass for free. Does total transformation of their yards.
Oh man,
that's cool though. He could do that. Like he has.
Yeah. He does it. He uploads one video a week. And he does. I guess he does it once a week. Him and his wife go throughout. It's I guess the southern states, because mostly I'm seeing like Texas and
let's give
Carolinas.
Texas. Avenger 6 and the dudes, people from Texas. No, I have a friend of mine who I work with. She's from Amarillo. She's from the Amarillo area. Yes, Matt. Yes, you will say that.
Jay, no matter what direction I take Sick Myth in, his favorite channel will always be SGW, Doctor of Foodology.
See, I can't watch it all the time because if I watch it, I get hungry.
Yeah.
And
so then it actually works.
I don't have the money. I don't have the money to go to those places. And I can't get there anyway because of my broken leg.
DoorDash, Uber Eats.
No, still need money.
Yeah,
I'm not working.
It's expensive, isn't it? Like to get the delivery services to your house, like everything is marked.
God, yeah.
I mean, I know everybody has to make money. I get it,
And you're lucky if you get your food.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a clue. I never used them.
Yeah, we just started using them. Within the last year or two. I mean, it's cool. It's a great service and stuff. I mean, but it is expensive.
I want to give a shout out to PG. PG's hanging with us on Facebook. Watch one of our Facebook pages. Hey, what's going on, P? And everybody hanging from Facebook with us.
Cool.
So now sometimes when depending on how they're commenting on Facebook, sometimes we don't see it in the chat. But I do get notifications. So thank you, P, and everybody's hanging with us. Yes.
Marcus, I think the how I broke my leg, I think I was trying to learn how to do ballet while I was drunk. That's like the only thing I could think of because it was both my tib and my fib and 4 bones in my foot.
Man.
You did it up.
Whenever people ask me how she, the main her fibula is. Whenever people ask me that question, Marcus, I always say to them, "I don't know. All she'll ever tell me is rum."
Blame the rum.
Yeah, I do blame the rum. Because that's what I was drinking that night. I don't remember going up to bed. Well, I remember saying I'm going to bed. I don't remember going up to bed.
Normally, she announces that she's drunk before she does. She'll get up and say, "I know I'm drunk." That's how you know. That's how you know she's like really smashed. She starts going into her "I know I'm drunk" thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I went up to bed. I woke up screaming in pain, laying on the floor in my bedroom.
So you somehow broke your leg going up to bed?
I actually in my bedroom.
Or you fell?
I fell. I had gone to bed. I think what I did is I got up to go to the bathroom, and I might have tried to sidestep away from Willow because she was in the bedroom also, and I didn't want to step on her.
And lost balance and went.
I think that's kind of what happened.
Ooh.
I've been out of work now a month. It's a month now since I broke my leg, right, Mike?
Oh yeah.
And I have another month or two until I'm going to be allowed to put pressure on.
I don't know what you did, but we have a fan in the bedroom. It's like one of those. It's a cheapie, something we got
one of
at
those
Ollie's.
oscillating fans.
It's like, and it's on like a stand. Like it's about maybe like 4 feet high. Somehow or other, she sheared it in half. Like it snapped clean in half.
How did you do that? Well.
Like I said, I don't remember even breaking my leg.
Yeah, because when I went into the bedroom to get stuff for the clothes and everything, there's half the fan laying on the floor, like trying to move.
Yeah, Marcus, it is a long healing
like,
process,
okay.
and the fact that I was doing customer service type stuff, working in stores where I had to stand for 5 to 8 hours a night, I haven't been able to work, and I've been taking off the books for both places. So I don't know if I actually am going to be able to have a job when I'm done.
Well, I don't think they could. I don't think they could fire you. I don't know if they could actually fire you for that.
No, but they have to take you off the books if you cannot come in.
Right, but they have to offer you. I think they have to offer you a job, like something. I think. I'm not sure.
My one boss told me she's making it that I'm rehireable. But that's 5 hours, 10 hours a week only at $10 an hour. It doesn't really pay much.
No.
Gina, there might be like work from home positions, you know what I mean? Like maybe even temporary work from home kind of stuff you could look into, like depending on what you'd want to do.
A lot of them though, you have to be able to get out and go to the interview.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Or training, Yeah.
Right
now, I can't even get in and out of my house because there's a little bit of a step, like maybe like 3 inches.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they gave me a walker when I can't put pressure on one leg. You'd think they would have given me crutches.
I'm surprised they didn't give you crutches.
They didn't give me crutches.
She did give you a prescription for a scooty.
Yeah, I got to figure out where I can get it and how much it's going to cost. I don't know if I can get disability for this. Plus the fact, having to go for a while.
Right now we got 21 people rocking with us. Thank you guys. You're all awesome. Those. Do you have any medical insurance, Gene, or no?
Only through welfare.
That should still cover is it Medicaid?
Yeah.
That should cover you DME. I mean, I worked for Medicaid for Illinois, but basically Medicaid is pretty much, there might be some difference, but for the most part, straight.
Yeah. I was going to say, every state's different.
But the basics, though, should be pretty close. I mean, you should have DME, which that's what a scooter, crutches, walker, that's what it would fall under, DME.
I have to see, because, a lot of times it'll cover only a portion of it. Venture, I just rewatched all of the Final Destination movies.
Oh yeah, like the whole series.
And you know what? Watching them, I'm sitting here. I'm going, wait, that's Tony Todd. I didn't know. I don't remember him being in that movie.
Yeah.
Marcus, I don't know everything, but I know the basics. Because I used to work for Blue Cross. I work for Medicare now. So I mean, Medicare. If you lived in Illinois, so if you lived in Illinois, oh hell, I could tell you everything. That's where I used to work through.
Thanks, Michael.
What up, Box? Ox is in the house.
I need something where I could rest my foot. My friend Ivy said she used to have, it was kind of like a crutch for her leg when she broke her leg. You know, you kneel on it, and it was a crutch where she was able to go up and down steps and everything.
Oh, Bella again. Gina, I have a knee scooter you can use.
Bella, that's exactly what they gave me a prescription for.
So basically a peg leg. So you could just be like, yo,
yes,
ho,
exactly.
ho, and a bottle of rum.
Bella, if Gina wants to borrow that scooter, if you can't get it to her, if you need, I'll come down and pick it up. I'll grab it.
Yeah, our place is easy to find. I mean, we're like literally on North Main Street.
I believe you can even go into Google Maps and probably look up Cat Alley.
Yeah,
really?
Believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
We're the world famous Cat Alley now.
Oh, Cat Alley.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it comes up as our address.
There is we visited the Cat Cafe over in Plains.
Oh yeah.
And they had a street sign. That's, I mean, it's a legit street sign, and it says Cat Alley on it. It's, you know, cat in big letters and alley and, you know, the streets. Well, I hung it up on one of the porch posts. It's about maybe like 8 or 9 feet off about 9 feet off the ground. And it hangs over the alley. And people take selfies with it. People, you know, walking by, they'll take pictures of it.
Wasn't there that guy from England or something?
Yeah, he took a picture of it and sent it to his sister because his sister, her name is Cat.
Cat Alley.
So
that's great.
But yeah, you could. I think Gina's totally correct. You can actually look it up on Google Maps.
That's awesome.
And all I did is I paid $10 for a sign and hung it over an alley.
But
that's a cool place. I've been there with I've been there with my wife. That was cool. We went there on her birthday one year, and we just had some drinks and hung out with some cats. It was pretty cool.
I got to be able to get around my house and maybe start cleaning. It's just everything's piling up.
I'm gonna have to take a drive by Cat Alley one of these days. I want to see that sign now.
It's funny. Like I see people go past and they point up at the sign like, "Oh, look at that."
And then usually, like in the window below the sign, this guy is usually sitting in the window. Come here,
Opie. My Opie boy.
There's even. And Gina made like a little sign that says, "Hello, my name is Opie," like on a piece of wood in the window.
I'm going to fix that. I'm going to use my glow-in-the-dark paint and make the sign better. And put it on all 4 sides so when he knocks it over, it's still up there.
Yeah, it's knocked over right now. But it's almost like a little zoo display. You know, he's so tiny. Like he's the smallest male we have. And he's the only one he can actually get up into the window, onto the windowsill. And he'll sit there and just ham it up. And he loves it, especially like when children come and like, you know, start like trying to play with him and stuff through the glass. He loves that.
Well, unless it's us.
He also no, he likes when I'm outside. He gets very interested now in like when I'm loading up the car for work or whatever. You know, he'll sit in the window and watch me intently.
My ankle feels like it's locking up right now.
I have to have a lot of drinks when I'm at work. My mouth gets very dry.
Jay, did you see that there's a new pizza place on Wyoming Avenue? I guess it would be like Swoyersville. It's the old Sal's Pizza. I think it's called
You know what? I was
Forget what it's
going by.
called.
It was last week or something. I was going by, and I noticed that was. Oh, I noticed that there was like they had like an outdoor patio deck or something.
Yeah.
That's what caught my attention. I'm like, what the hell? Because I knew it was Sal's forever.
Yeah, for a long time.
And then
Long time.
Oh, good. Sorry, they shut down like without even notice.
Yeah.
The next thing I see, I don't know what it's. I don't know what it's called though. Is it still like a pizza? It's a pizza joint.
Yeah, I think so. I know like the past week or two, I've seen some stuff on Facebook. A lot of people are going there. I guess they have like, unique, kinds of pizza. Maybe Mrs. Crewman will chime in and she'll give me the name of the place. But we just drove by it earlier. We're going to Dunkin' Donuts in 44. And I was like, oh, hey, there's a new restaurant in Sal's. So that's cool.
Yeah, that is. That was a nice, it was an old school building. It retro. Yeah. And on this one, like I was there once and the owners comes out talking to everybody, when he's not making really like he interacted, he had a good following, and next thing you do is just gone.
Yeah. And they were in business for a long time. Yeah, Michael O. It's like New Haven, Connecticut style pizza. I can't say I've ever had it, whatever it is. Maybe they burn it. They burn the cheese a little bit. It's like a, just kind of their take on a pizza pie.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to try. We're gonna have to try this place though. Let me get the name of it.
Hey, I've been hungry for Antonio's pizza. Like I just got it in my head. I want Antonio's pizza with garlic. Ooh. And maybe onion also, but definitely with garlic. Antonio's pizza from River Street though.
Antonio's West Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Antonio's the one in Wilkes-Barre is basically walking distance from here, but Gina can't walk.
I used to go to Antonio's here in Wilkes-Barre every week when I was growing up, like when I was a teenager, because it was right around the corner from my house.
It's right there. There you go.
I didn't have to cross any streets. I lived right on North Main Street. I had Tank Hill behind my house. I would just walk up to Courtright, and turn.
Yep.
I don't know if we ever mentioned this, but Gina literally, like living here, she lives about a block away from her old house. We're definitely in her old neighborhood. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Michael got it right. Cafe à Beats. Cafe à Beats. That's it. Brand new place, just opened.
All right, Marcus, whose audio is breaking up?
Yours?
Is my audio breaking up? We're cutting out.
Is it just one of us or is it all of us?
Is it all of us?
Now, Gina and Fred, you guys just sounded perfect. No issues. I know my voice.
What about
right
me?
now? You sound fine. I know my voice is breaking out a bit, but Avenger, my best friend's dad used to take me.
We would drive by the street.
Oh, all of us. Sorry.
There's our Japanese bobtail momo.
Come on,
I'm looking at 30 seconds ago.
Come here. Come here.
So I'm also watching it on the big screen in front of me, but there's like a 10-second lag.
Yeah. I'll be right back, guys. Be back in a couple.
See her little tail?
Yeah.
When she gets excited, her tail wags.
Oh, no. That's funny.
Right, Momo? Yeah? Come here.
Let me see. So people that are just joining in now, thank you very much. much. And said, just to reiterate, earlier today, I was out at I officiated a wedding, which I didn't do all the editing yet because I just got back, but I could show you some of the pictures.
If you see me like wincing in pain here every now and again, it's because I literally have a small cat who can't get comfortable unless I should say he can't get comfortable unless he's drop kicking me in the testicles. Oh. Xavier just flinched big time. Opie walked right up to him and did like one of those.
Really?
And he just backed right up.
I'm sorry to say this, but Xavier is a little, you know what?
Oh, I hear you.
He's a.
Well, he's lonely. There are no girls down here. And Opie's about the closest thing to a woman that he's seen in a while.
And yet Xavier is the one with the girly meow.
He is. Loki's getting afraid of him.
Only two?
Okay, somebody's computer just.
That don't mind me moving.
I say it sounded like somebody's computer was recognizing new hardware.
Yeah, that was mine. That was mine.
What's up, Momo? Oh, now you're going to be on Levy.
Good luck, Super Snuffles.
Susan, I have one. Nove is the one who likes to get right up into my face, have his mouth right up against my mouth, which makes it really hard for me to breathe.
All right, Mother Nature's calling. I'll be right back.
When I tell him no, he backs off and then sneaks up again.
Well, you know what time of the night it is. It's the Mike Show with me, I'm Mike. It's the Mike Show, and I got lots of good guests, like my girlfriend. You know, she's that way.
Stop it, Mama. Let me see your nose.
I don't know why Jay had to go all the way out to go to the bathroom. Like he just completely logged off and ditched.
Yeah. Oh well. He wanted to put me first.
There you go. At least it doesn't say buy me a hot dog right next to you this time.
No, somebody could buy me a pizza from Antonio's. And deliver it.
Yeah, because Antonio's does not deliver.
And I can't carry anything
You know what?
while using the walker.
Well, they don't deliver, and oh, thank you. My show theme is actually I'm ripping off Mystery Science Theater 3000 with that. If you ever saw the movie, it's the Brack Show with me. I'm Brack. It's the Brack Show, and I got lots of good guests. I'm kind of ripping them off. I'm totally unoriginal.
You need to leave me alone, Momo. Ow.
Yeah, I don't know how to like how Fred has it like shown. I don't know how to do that. I hit the button and that takes me out.
Okay, well if you're on a computer.
Yeah.
On the phone, there's a little thing, a little button with a camera on it, and that's to
Yeah. Maybe if I try. Hold on.
That's to do that. See, and the thing you'll even move when I'm talking. and there's one with a microphone, and that'll mute you. Like a lot of times, if I'm vaping and I know I'm going to hit it hard, I'll.
There you go. Look at that. No shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, be sure to mute it when you're out. Be sure to mute it too, because if your bathroom is really close to where your computer is, we may hear stuff.
True. Oh, but also, yes, I wanted to make Gina #1 tonight. I did hear that. There we go. That's what I was doing.
Why does yours say "do"?
Doctor of Foodology.
Because it was Doctor of. They take the first two.
Oh. Why doesn't it say TD?
Oh, I don't know.
Just making myself an iced coffee. I'm on an iced coffee kick. So
I've been craving milk. Milk and orange juice I've been craving a lot lately.
Actually, I had my first glass of milk today because with my.
You never had milk before?
Not for almost 2 weeks. Because of my throat was sore, and it just try and drink milk on a sort that just doesn't work. And
no, lactic acid.
So today when I was at Tammy's, I had my first milk in like 2 weeks. I was like, yeah.
Would you get a Tammy's, Jay? Did you go to breakfast today?
I did. Like I said, I had to go get blood work done. So from fasting all night, I was so hungry, I was starving. And literally, to reiterate, when I went down to the old Saxon building, Commonwealth, the old Saxon building, they opened at 7:30 because I was like up enough. I was like looking online when they opened for labs, 7:30. All right, so I got there for 7:30. There was still like 15 people ahead of me. So by the time I actually got in to get my blood work done, it was like now like almost 9 o'clock. Then I ran to Tammy's. I got the I got the Hurricane, which you get eggs, like two eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, 2 pieces of sausage, toast, a pound of potatoes. It looks like a pound anyway. And you get with the Hurricane, you get French toast. With the Spartan, you get pancakes.
Michael, to answer your question, the robots' names were Crow T Robot, Tom Servo. Tom Servo was the one who looked like a bubblegum machine. Gypsy, she ran the higher functions of the ship. And then there was like Magic Cam, which you never got to see Magic Cam because Magic Cam was filming the show. But those are the robots. If you're probably the ones in the theater are Crow and Tom Servo. Yes, I know entirely too much about Mystery Science Theater 3000. Something I just always really enjoyed because it's something I do myself. I'll sit in front of a movie, even if I'm in a room by myself. I will sit and heckle the living hell out of it, whether it's good or bad.
Venger put
classic show.
Venger's. I just saw where Venger, a local milk farm. Well, we have one, Hillside.
Yeah, but I don't know if they have a cappuccino flavored milk like that.
No. But like it's
Yeah, that's not really in Hillside scope.
But like, I remember years ago getting milk from there. It always tastes better than like from the grocery store. I need to get up there and get some.
Well, I'm lactose intolerant, like horribly, and I was forced to spend a day out there the one time for my niece's birthday party. And by the time I was dropping my ex-wife off at work, let's put it this way: I was on the toilet. I drove home probably around 90 miles an hour, screaming down 309 back to Mountaintop, and I think I was on the toilet for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours, just crying. Just like I was like literally in tears, and I'm like, make it stop. Just make it stop. Just let it stop.
I can't do milk either. I'm also lactose. Yes.
One thing I'm glad
this was like in my pre. this is like pre-diabetic days, so I'm having ice cream cake, you know, all chocolate milk because you're gonna go to Hillside, you got to have chocolate milk, and you know there's like I just like we were out there for like hours, and like I said, you know, I mean it got time. It's like, okay, well, you know, my ex-wife, she used to work up at the mall. I had to take her to work. And she's like getting out of the car, and she's like talking. You know, we were like early, and she's like talking. I'm like, just get out of the car now. Yep. I love you. Get out of the car.
And look at me, go get out. Oh, get out.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even think she had a chance to shut the door. Like, I just like, you know,
just hit the gas.
The minute she was clear,
I would have let it go.
And it's just like let the door shut itself, you know. And you know, right after that, I'm on 309. I'm like, oh my god. Or actually, I was on 81. You know, hook up with 309. And like, you know, you're doing that thing, bobbing and weaving in and out of traffic.
And you probably got stuck at that light.
And
cutting people off. Like,
if I did, if I did, I ran it. And then I got home, and it's like, because I have like a small staircase to climb. I lived on the second floor of the apartment building I was in, and I'm like sitting at the bottom, like, you know, in my car, like trying to like, okay, when I get up, is it all gonna fall out?
Yeah.
You know, like kind of like I was like actually terrified to stand up. And then like each stair was like I think like 9 steps to get up. Because the building was actually built into a hill, so it was like closer to the ground in the back than in the front. So like, you know, each stair was like, you know,
just treacherous,
like Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones trying not to step on traps, you know, kind of thing.
Yep, you're like tiptoeing your way up to the door.
I get to the top, and like, you know, like with my
keys fall out of your hand, you can't find the key. It's like, yeah, man, we've all been there.
Oh yeah. Like, I'll be coming back, I'll be flying up, you know, Wami Ave, I'll hit in front of my house, I'll run to the door, and now like every other time, you know, the key just goes right in, not a problem. Now I'm like, I have like one key on my card. I have one key other than my card.
Yes, Marcus, I'm sorry. Marcus, yes, my legs are extremely numb. Even though I tried to I would try to get up and stuff, and like, you know, and try to get circulation back, and you know, I couldn't stand up long enough.
It's
because it was just wave after wave, like, you know.
Yep.
And like I said, I mean, like literally after that amount of time, I'm just let it stop. Just let it stop. Oh my God, please let it stop.
It's crazy. I mean, it's almost like something out of like a Leslie Nielsen Naked Gun like spoof movie. Like you have one key to open your door, it falls. All of a sudden, there's like every key in the world is like, you know, you're like trying to get in the house.
Like back then, like all I had was my apartment, and like basically I had, you know, my keychain was a joke. Like my father. He was one of those cats where he had like 50 billion keys on a keychain for some reason. And like, and I used to, even as like a teenager, I would say to him, like, you know, other than your car and your house, did any of all those other keys that they had, like, are they for anything? Or are they just, or, you know, or are you just pretending to be a janitor? Like what? But, you know, I mean, when I was an adult, I had my house key.
That's the key to my old Barracuda.
I had my house.
It's like, what do you need that key for anymore?
I had the key to my house and the key to my car. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Well, remember back when we were younger, Mike, cars had 2 keys. Not like the
Oh yeah, round key opens the trunk, square key starts the car.
It's like, wait.
And I still get it mixed up.
Ox wants us to do a whole show on these stories. Oh, Jesus. That'd be interesting. It's like, there's times where, like, you're coming out, like, you're coming home and, like, you have to go and, like, you're, like, praying, like, you make it home in time and you, like, literally run through the door, like, you know, trip over the you know, run to the bath, and all of a sudden, like, you're trying to get like situated, and it's like now you're taking more time because you can't for whatever reason. You're trying to fight with your pants or whatever, trying to get in the toilet. Oh yeah, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, thank God. Yeah.
Yep.
I think I had my jeans down to my ankles the minute the door shut behind me.
Right.
I would have been the same way.
We're all human. We're all in this together.
Marcus, I kid you not when I say this. I haven't seen him. There was a guy on YouTube. I can't remember his full thing, but he did reviews sitting on the toilet. I'm not kidding you. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn. I know we do some crazy stuff.
Like a food review?
Yeah.
Like sitting there like
on the toilet.
Like, F you, Chick-fil-A, oh my God.
I didn't follow him, but I remember seeing something like he did reviews from the toilet. And I'm looking there going, I know we do some crazy crap, but like I don't know if I can go that far.
Crazy crap reviews from the toilet. I mean, it sounds like Tales from the Crypt kind of.
Well, it's one of those. Did it burn coming out? How long did it take to come out?
Yeah.
I had this yesterday, and this is what it felt like coming out today.
I love.
Be interesting to do, whatever place you just ate at, and you film yourself in your bathroom, which and the bathroom down here would be interesting because we encourage graffiti, so there's just graffiti all over the walls in the bathroom. I have my poetry, which is interesting. I think it's interesting.
Mike, it sounds like your bathroom kind of resembles like the bathroom at CBGB's.
Right. I have been doing it
like back in the 70s.
An ass. I have what I call my ass poetry. An ass made of brass has nothing but class. I have like these little ass haikus that nice. I do. Those who eat butter make farts that'll stutter. Stuff like that's all over the walls in there, and people sign their names. People draw stuff.
Poetry from the can.
Hey, I drew a picture of Steven Seagal and said, "Steven Seagal is watching you poop."
Oh.
Well, I used to have this contest on Facebook, and sometimes people would participate. Like Steven Seagal movies, they're all 3 letters, and try to make the most humorous one. Steven Seagal is taking out the trash, and in Out to Lunch,
yeah.
Or they're always titles like
Fire Down Below, Under Siege, Under Siege 2.
Dark Territory.
Behind Enemy Lines.
Well, that was like the second tagline for Under Siege 2. It was Dark Territory. Yeah. Steven Seagal is a former Navy SEAL aboard a train.
That was actually not bad. I mean, I liked first Under Siege better. That wasn't too bad. Dark Territory.
Wasn't too pretty bad. Good. I like them. I just love how, the villain in the Under Siege movies, finally meets his demise, and it's like, kind of a back and forth the whole movie, and then, Seagal just,
Well, like in the first Under Siege, yeah.
Tommy Lee
Jones. There's that other dude. He's in a couple movies. I can't think of his name. He was in Boardwalk Empire. He was the villain in one of them. Might have been the train one.
Michael Caine?
No.
I like Eric what Michael said.
Let me. William Forsythe. You know that guy?
Laurence Olivier?
No. It's so in Raising Arizona. With Nicolas Cage.
I never saw it.
I know who he is. I just can't think off the top of my head.
It's
I prefer just
yeah, like in the movie Raising Arizona, it's John Goodman breaks out of jail with his buddy, and it's that same actor. I think his name is William Forsythe. You definitely.
I don't know. I still prefer thinking of Laurence Olivier in a Steven Seagal movie as a boss.
That would be funny. For sure.
I am too good to be in this film.
Laurence Olivier.
But I'll do it anyway because of the money.
Yes.
Whenever I hear Laurence Olivier, I think of like he played like Zeus in Clash of the Titans.
Yes, he did. That was his last film.
Played also.
Jancy, Gary Busey is just scary.
Oh, Gary Busey's hysterical. But yeah, he is scary.
He's a former coke addict with brain damage from a motorcycle accident. I mean, that's Gary Busey.
It's
guy's a lunatic.
I'm with Busey.
I love that. I love that show.
Messed up.
It's a great show. Underrated, hidden.
You know that farts are love songs in reverse.
Yes, he wrote that on the wall.
But it came from Gary Busey.
Yeah.
I still like him in DC Cab.
Well, that's before he went crazy.
But still, yeah, that's true. But he was just funny, and then he went crazy. But it's like, hold it. Let me get one thing straight, or I'm walking too. I don't work on January the 8th because that's Elvis's birthday. Everybody starts like going crazy, singing, dancing. Like, gotta watch DC Cab. I gotta watch that again.
Everything with Elvis, like his movies, everything was just any excuse for a song.
Hey, Elvis.
I'm gonna rip off Eddie.
That's the Steven Seagal that I drew on the wall.
I'm gonna kick your ass just as soon as I get to the other side of that room. I haven't told
You see.
Sorry, I'm opening a beer.
What kind of beer?
This one's called Trail Marker. I haven't had it before.
For Mother's Day, if you go to Wegmart.
Wegmart, yeah.
If you go to Wegmart, they sell beer at Wegmart, and yes, I realize I'm saying it wrong. To me, it's like Walmart and Wegmans are the same thing, so I just call it Wegmart. Wegmans, Danny Wegman, has a deal where if you buy 4 craft beers cold, it's like I think it's $16.99 for 4 of them. So I bought her a 12-pack for Mother's Day.
Nice.
And put it in a cooler, with ice, of course, and I guess she's still drinking it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Most of the IPAs, they all taste the same. But I found one that I really, really liked. And I'm probably going to have him get more of it because it tastes just like champagne. It's a fruit smoothie.
Did you guys ever try Benny Brewing up in Hanover Township?
Yes. Well, I had their food. I haven't had any of their beer or anything, but I had their food. Food's good.
Good food, really good food. Yeah.
Here's the one that I really liked. Heard of it.
Oh, cool.
Next week.
I basically I picked out like 12 random ones.
All different kinds.
Nice.
Because he knows I like to try different.
I used to do that. I used to go to Wegmart quite a bit, and I would mix and match like a 6-pack of craft beer. That was fun. I tried a lot of cool beers doing that.
Each year at the cookout, my one buddy, someone always brings some type of different beers that we always try. I'll have to actually do a video up there this time and sample the beers. They usually do the IPAs and like stuff I never even heard of.
Yeah.
But my buddy actually he works for Lion. He works at the Lion Brewery, and he gets every time they get to bring like a case of beer home, and every time I leave that cookout, I have at least 2 cases of beer in my trunk. He's like, "Need some beer? Sure. Here, I'll give you a case." Okay. Because he gets.
I worked at
He doesn't.
Lion for about 3 days.
I need friends who are going to give me cases of beer.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's say every year. You want to take some beer home? Yes. It's usually I'll take the they're it'd be like their
Lion's Head.
Yeah, but it's like it'd be their like Coors Light or Keystone Light or Coors Light. It's like their version. It's like the light.
Oh, yeah.
It's still good. Like,
Yep.
Do they? No shit, Ox. I did not know that.
Oh, we have to
Seriously.
check that out.
I did not know that.
I'm gonna Google that right now. I got to see what my trailer park boys have brewing. Let's see.
I'm like, no.
I'm going to say it here, and I'm going to say it right now. A couple weeks ago, or last weekend, actually, I shaved off most of my beard, and nobody even noticed.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that way, like the way you usually sit at the camera, you can't.
I just noticed.
Gina made me keep this.
So when she gets mad, she can just reach up and go grab it and go. Pfft.
Well, it looks awesome, dude. You have like the Kerry King sort of thing going on. That's awesome. I wish I could grow that.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the sides are all gray. So, like, it irritates me that the sides are all gray, I guess. I don't know. I look older. So, or older than I am. So I just shaved all the gray off. Oh yeah, under here too.
Holy crap.
Cookie and rum. Oh, rum and Coke.
Trailer Park Boys beer. That's cool.
I'm on the site right now. I'm going to put all the flavors in the chat here, so you can see what they.
Really?
Really? That's nuts.
No.
Why would a Mexican ship be like that close to New York anyway? Unless, New York Harbor's close there, I believe.
Wait, Jancy, did it just happen?
It says breaking news.
Yeah, I guess that would be yes. Here's my sign.
Unless it's broken news. That'd be a cool show. Broken news.
We could do that. Yeah.
I could put on my best Brit Hume voice and just, tonight, a Mexican ship hits the Brooklyn Bridge just when it went up for sale.
And yet, isn't the song "London Bridge is Falling Down"?
Yeah, I was born on a pirate ship. And if you say that while you're holding your tongue, it sounds really amusing.
Trailer Park Boy, Ricky's Liquor.
Yeah, those are
orange. Bubbles orange. Yeah, that's.
Those are the flavors. I just went on the website.
I believe you, Jans.
That's cool, man.
I believe you, Jans.
So what happened here? What I kind of got lost in my phone for a minute there. A ship hit the Brooklyn Bridge.
Hits the Brooklyn. Yes,
and Marcus is saying it looks like a pirate ship, so it's like, Yar, mi amigos.
Oh is it the Black Pearl?
Is it the Black Pearl? Yeah.
Dude, I got it.
Oh man.
Oh, thanks, Gigi. I appreciate you saying so. I used to work I worked for years. I worked at WVIA.
Mexican, yeah. Mexican Navy training ship strikes Brooklyn Bridge.
Man.
I'm sorry. Now I have this picture in my head of all these Mexican guys with swashbuckling swords, you know, storming the Brooklyn Bridge, and we own this now.
And they're their Navy, so.
Oh, thank you, Chance. I just got it.
Well, it's better than the Pittsburgh Pirates hitting the bridge. I'll say that.
Wow.
I'm not even going to ask what that was about, but okay.
Do you remember on Homebot, it used to be not necessarily the news. There was a show called Necessarily the News.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
Do a revival.
No, Venger, they have to give me their tequila.
Or their rum.
¿Dónde está
Yeah, I don't know if I want rum right now.
mezcal?
Even though I did have it since then.
I was just talking about pirates before. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Did anybody make it to the Fine Arts Fiesta in beautiful downtown Wilkes-Barre?
I haven't made it anywhere.
Oh yeah, true.
I actually won it the one year when Jay and I were in junior high school. Like I won a prize. For best colored pencil rendering.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I used to do. It was. I did it. It was like the Hercules star cluster, like as seen from like a planet, like a cold dead planet orbiting it.
Cool.
I used to do like these imaginary landscapes in my head, like Saturn is seen from its largest moon, Titan, stuff like that.
Where it's like gigantic, like if you were on one of those planets, and you know how massive Saturn and Jupiter are. So like if you were, you know, anywhere near it, it would.
You know, not necessarily like Titan's actually pretty far out from what I remember. So Saturn would probably be about equal in the sky as the moon is in our sky, because it's about distance too. And you know, it's planets like Saturn and actually, you know, Saturn. It's amazing. Like it has a last count, I think something like 60 moons plus its ring system. But Saturn is so light, being that it's comprised mainly of like helium. If you put it in a bathtub, if there were a bathtub that were large enough to contain it, it would actually float.
Oh man,
because you know hydrogen is much lighter than water.
Yeah,
or helium.
I was hanging out with a friend of mine. He lives in upstate New York, and he lives kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's just not a lot of artificial light or anything. So he has a giant telescope. I was up there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was up there like right before Halloween last year. It was cold, but we went out. We took the telescope out into his driveway, and we were checking out the Pleiades. And he actually like dialed in Saturn, and he's like, "Check it out, man! It's Saturn." I was like, "Dude, like clear as day. You could see Saturn, the rings." Blew my mind. It was amazing. It was such a dark night, ton of stars in the sky. And got to see Saturn through this telescope. It was just awesome.
It almost looks like a pirate ship.
I can't really see on my phone.
Yeah.
I'll wait for it to come up on the TV. It's like a gas station to me.
A Mexican Navy training ship struck the bottom of the Brooklyn Bridge, New York Sunday night, according to police and the Mexican Navy. The sailboat hit the bridge around 8:26, and multiple people are being aided. A New York Police Department spokesman told CNN. Oh wow!
That's the Mexican Navy right there.
Mexican Navy.
I mean, it looks like it's a repurposed fishing boat.
I read something that a little bit into it. It's like a ceremonial ship. It's not like something they actually go out and use.
It's a sailboat. Yeah. Still.
Oh, I don't know. I can imagine that going up against like one of our aircraft carriers or something. It's like, okay, boys, fire the cannons now.
Bring me my red.
Maybe if we. It's like, dude, you couldn't carry enough cannonballs on that ship to sink anything in the United States Navy. Maybe the U.S. Constitution, which, you know, going back to what Gina said about ceremonial ships, but even the Constitution is known as Old Ironsides. So I mean, sinking that, I mean, it was actually made to be like cannon proof.
They'd swing and miss.
Yeah, I could see that going up against.
A couple of years ago, my wife and I were out in San Diego, and we took a tour of the USS Midway, which is like docked in the harbor there, and they have all the naval bases and stuff like across the bay. But that was awesome. It was.
Isn't the Midway? I was gonna say, isn't the Midway decommissioned?
Yes.
Is it, or is like a? Okay, so then they have it set up
yep.
as a museum.
Yeah, it's like a floating
cool. Museum.
It was, dude, it was expensive to get up in there. It was like $50, I think, but it was worth it because,
wow.
Man, I was always into planes and stuff. I see there's a documentary coming on Netflix soon about the Thunderbirds, so I'm gonna have to watch that. Used to love going to the air shows and stuff back in the day, the Blue Angels, the Thunderbirds, but it was really cool. I mean, they had so much historical memorabilia there. I mean, too bad I didn't have the Sick Myth channel going back then. I should have taken some like video footage of it. It was awesome.
That would have been cool.
I remember one time I forget the name of it, but they had a decommissioned sub in
Philly.
I think it was yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
you have the Vicuña. The Vicuña.
Okay.
And then right next to it is the Olympia, which I think was in the Spanish-American War.
You know what's absolutely sad? I took a, you know, I mean, here I am, I'm aboard an actual submarine, you know, and the only thing that really stood out to me in my 8-year-old mind was when we were like, you know, getting off the ship, I guess egressing or whatever. Look down into the water, and all you can see are condoms floating around. and it's like that's like the thing that sticks out in my head is like,
absolutely.
Wow. Yeah, at least you were safe.
Yeah,
Mike, there's actually there's a whole museum down there where that submarine and the other ship are docked. It's the Maritime Museum or something. It's really cool. I think it's free. I don't remember ever having to pay. I think it's free on Sundays. If you ever find yourself in Philly on like a Sunday morning, it's a great museum. There's a ton of awesome maritime stuff there. It's really cool.
Well, I was there, I believe, with the Cub Scout shirt.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
I just remember thinking to myself, I was like, couldn't they just take a full skimmer and you know, just clean that up a little? I mean, you got tourists, you got kids.
Are you okay there, Jay?
Couldn't they have just tidied it up?
Yeah.
You know, full skimmers aren't that expensive.
No, and I mean, you know, they're on extenders. I mean, you could reach in there and grab a couple of them. You know.
Yeah.
Nice venture.
Yeah, Marcus, the Blue Angels, dude. My brother and I were, my brother and Jancy too. My brother and I were obsessed with the Blue Angels back in the day.
Come here, sweetheart. Not you.
Yeah, we saw the Blue Angels.
Yeah, Van Halen wrote a song for them.
Oh yeah, they did. The Blue Angel.
No, higher and higher, straight up we'll climb.
Yep.
Van Hagar.
Van Hagar.
Oh, today's the gotcha day for Artemis and Luna. We brought them home 5 years ago.
Oh.
And they were only about they were about 6 weeks old when we brought them home.
There's definitely video.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it's on my channel. It's one of the shorts. It's Luna and Artemis when they first came home. And Luna was as talkative then as she is now.
Mark.
My future sister-in-law, she gave her the nickname Post McKitty because she has a mark like right under her one eye and it looks like a little tattoo on her face.
You get a chance, Gina, with that brush. If you can get a hold of her, she's got some knots on her chest.
I can't get her to come over to me. And I can't go chasing her.
I'll bring her to you when I'm up there.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, she'll sit on a table or a shelf and howl at me for attention. So
Yeah, she doesn't like me that much.
I'm sorry.
I know in Baltimore, they have I think it's a sub. I forget. It's been so long. Down in Baltimore, they have a couple ships you can tour for museums.
Yep.
Out into Baltimore and
Yeah, I've been.
wherever. I had relatives who lived there. I had relatives who lived there a long time.
Inner Harbor. Baltimore Inner Harbor.
Yeah.
That's a fun time. Jay, a couple years ago, it was
That's
right
right.
around Memorial Day weekend, actually. My dad got us tickets. We went to this thing down in Philly, Mike. In fact, it was where the Vicuña and the Olympia are docked. I think it was called like the Philadelphia Tall Ships Weekend or something, and they just had all these ships come in to dock on the Delaware River. It was like ships from the 1800s all the way up through like military ships that were in like Vietnam, World War II. It was awesome.
That's cool.
I know. I'm sorry.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that was a great weekend.
You guys,
Do I think YouTube will be around in 50 years? I'd have to say probably. I don't see why it
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
be.
know.
I think it will be, and probably by then, I'm sure there'll be some better version out there somewhere. I think.
It won't matter to me because I'm sure as hell not going to live to 102.
Jancy, I think I remember that. I think I remember that. Trying to remember if I would.
Yeah, didn't they have a thing of the Blue Angels were actually up at the Avoca Airport or something?
Oh,
many
yeah.
years ago?
Yeah, back in the 90s, they'd have it like every summer. Blue Angels, Snowbirds, Thunderbirds. Guys would be parachuting in. It was awesome. And I'm pretty sure we got to meet some of the pilots. We probably have pictures in a box somewhere. But yeah, I love those.
I know. I remember they used to do air show. They used to do air shows. up
Yeah,
there.
they were awesome. They were so much fun. They did one a couple years ago. I think it was right before COVID, maybe 2017 or 18. They kind of brought back the air show. It was like a one-off kind of thing. It wasn't the same. It was cool. It was really cool. We went up and we had a great, it was just like old times, but maybe not as much to see. And then they never did it again.
Well, didn't they stop doing the air shows because one of the airplane? It was an old style airplane. It crashed or kind of blew up or something. Or
Yeah.
I think so, and I think our airport locally, I think the runway just maybe isn't big enough. I think it's just kind of too small of an airport. It's like too much risk for some of those like super fast jets and stuff that they bring in. I don't know if there's like enough runway to safely
Good night, Susan.
do it. Good night, Susan.
Good night, Susan.
Good night.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Remember that old saying?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Man, we should get a petition rolling or something to get the air show back, you know, safely. Of course, we want everybody to be safe and no injuries, no tragedies, nothing like that. But
Well, didn't they just do one a couple years
that always
ago?
sucks.
Like within the last 4 years? Up there?
Yeah. Yep.
We saw something about it.
We were there. My brother and I went up there with my dad. We had a great time.
I'm not big on crowds anymore.
Yeah. I hear you.
I'm sure it comes with the age.
Yeah. For sure. Ugh. So, Jay, you're going to be making the chili. We got Memorial Day coming up next weekend.
Yeah. That's right. I will be. Yeah, definitely going to do the chili. I want to try and dabble and make relish. Like even like a small, just to try.
Ooh.
I'm still trying.
Yeah, go for it. Make some homemade relish.
Tell Bob we said have a good night too, Susan. Tell Bob we were asking about him.
I love the Pocono Raceway. When I worked at the Red Cross, I actually did blood drives there, and I loved it.
So you got to drive blood around the track?
No, I wish I could have.
The blood drive.
Okay, so I'm here. I'm like checking news, like on the TV in front of me, and it said, "Watch inauguration match for Pope Leo on WNEP Plus," and it's only 21 seconds. So that must have been one hell of a short mass. It's like, "Hello, I'm from America. I'm your Pope now. Thanks."
He's from Chicago. I'm the Pope.
He's from Chicago.
The Pope.
It's kind of like from Eddie Murphy Raw. One say he's like, "You can't have no curse show." Hey, how you doing? Matter of fact, bye. Wilkes-Barre, New York.
I'm just looking to see like Mexican pirates and.
What's going on, Scorpio? Wait, Scorp Trio.
Scorp Trio.
Scorp Trio.
Oh, Wilkes-Barre. I think, right? Gina.
You
have a question?
I do? Where?
What track? Yes. In the chat.
I don't see my name up there.
Wilkes-Barre, New York. You mentioned the track.
Oh, I think were we talking about the tricky triangle, Pocono?
We were talking about the air show and all that. And it's not really I had a question. They said I was about to ask Wilkes-Barre, New York, but you mentioned the track. So that they were able to narrow it down.
There you go.
Wow. Tom Cruise barely looks human. Well, I was going to say amazingly enough, but not really. Just, no, nothing on YouTube about
Not yet.
Mexican pirates invading the Brooklyn Bridge. There was an act of terrorism in Palm Springs, though.
Oh, Jance, will do, man.
Nice.
Will do, will do.
Whenever I think mid-state, I think Williamsport, or either Williamsport or Altoona, one extreme or
Boone
the other.
County. Sounds familiar.
Broome County's in
Yeah,
New
yeah.
York. That's where Binghamton
Right over
is.
the border from PA. You go up through Susquehanna County. You're in Binghamton, Johnson City.
Johnson
And you get up there
City,
to
Tennessee.
get up there to Ithaca. I don't think Ithaca's Broome County. That's a little further up, but
Well,
been up there a
Scorch,
couple times.
We
That's a
discussed
good. That's
just
a good
about
area.
everything on these posts, on these streams.
Yes.
Almost everything is allowed. We try to stay away from politics, though.
Right.
And depending if when it is, we sometimes dabble into that too.
I thought we had a pretty good election night show last year. That was fun.
We did.
Yeah, as long as you get people who are going to be right up there and be like, you know, well, if you vote for this person, you're dumb. No, everybody has their own opinion.
If you vote for this person, you're a Nazi.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we do dab into politics, you have your opinion, you like who you like, and that's great, and we respect that. Just like what these guys are saying when they say like, oh well, if you vote, you know, Democrat, you're a loser. If you vote Republican, you're an idiot. Like that stuff we X out. Which way EJ? Wait, what the? Oh. We're in the like near
We're basically we're basically your neighbors to the south. We're here in Luzerne County, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton.
In that area. Molly Dolly is I can't turn my head to see her. But she has her pillow, well, which was my pillow. And she has her blankets, which is like my blankets.
No Molly Dolly, but we do have Dopey Opie here. Say hi, Opie.
What up, Opie?
I can't get this cat off my lap to save my life. I was telling Gina the other day, he's like a loincloth.
Oh, damn. I don't know why that happens or how that happens. I have a normal light bulb. I don't know why I look like I'm in red. I have no idea. Can't figure it out.
It might be where it's at in the room.
But so
politics is not a branch of philosophy. Politics comes from the word poly in Greek, which means many, and ticks, which means blood-sucking insects. So polyticks, many blood-sucking insects.
Sounds right.
That's literally that is what the word means, believe it or not.
Scorpio, what we talk about just about everything. And if people have something in the chat they want to talk about, want to bring up, that's cool. We basically it's our.
I'm the comic fatigue.
And Gina's the cat lady. Fred's the historian. And I'm the food guy.
That's right.
And I'm the smart ass.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That is my that's what they pay me for on this show. I am paid to be a smart ass.
Wait, you get paid?
Wait, you're getting paid? You're getting paid for this?
What the hell?
It's under the table. It has nothing to do with taxes.
It's
off the books.
Way off the books. But no, every week, Scorpio, every Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, depending where you're at. where you're located.
Depending on the part of New York, I guess.
It's so yeah. So we
Where
try.
are you
and,
watching us from?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yes, who are you?
Only because it's
appreciate you
pairs,
watching.
so we,
Yeah, you're paired through someone, one of us. But we're glad you're here. We're glad you're hanging with us. We do this just about every Saturday night, unless one of us, like me, sick, or knocked out of commission. But yeah, normally every Saturday night we're here. We get together.
Nice.
96.
There we go.
Yeah, we're at.
Hey, it isn't about who's watching live. It's about who's going to rewatch it, and you'll see. They're going to be people. They're going to be rewatching this over and over
We're
again.
at 23. We have 23 people watching us right now. Solid. And that's
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But no, what channel are you watching us on? That's what we're trying to figure out. Because we have it streamed to all of our private channels.
See, when we do this each week, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and you're coming through paired through one of our channels or pages or something. But we're glad you're here.
We're on Twitter or X or TwitX or
mine, YouTube, Instagram, and a couple Facebook pages, platforms.
X Twit.
No, I don't do Twit. Oh, YouTube. Okay, so you're coming through YouTube.
So
yeah, actually, it was like a little red thing.
So, Mike, it's either on your channel or it's on.
No, my channel is the Ghetto Theater of
might be
Wilkes-Barre.
on Sick Myth
This is
channel.
Yeah, could be Sick Myth. I'm still growing my channel, so. But if you're coming in from Sick Myth, though, that's awesome.
Or you're coming in through mine. One of two. Or
Yep.
one of three.
Alacrity, Mr. Dita.
Yeah, it's either. I was down in 2000. Let's see. Wait, when did I go through hell? 2002. 2003. I was down in Pigeon Forge for a vacation with my ex-wife. It was really nice down there. We went up into the Smokies a little bit. We went into Gatlinburg. Yeah, it was nice. Went to Dollywood. Oh, really? That's cool. Says you can do the Dollywood train. But yeah, we do this every Friday. You're always welcome to come hang with us. You're always welcome to be a part of the show. Come on with us. Join us, in the studio here, our virtual studio. Want to tell us your tales of whatever? That'd be awesome.
Your tales of woe.
Tales.
I went to Atlanta, Georgia once, and I saw Ted Turner screwing a poodle. No, I did go to Atlanta once.
I've never
city.
been there, man. I wanna get down there. Never been to Atlanta.
I drove through Georgia and it smelled like horrendous. Like their water, it was going down 95, going through Georgia. Oh, it was like smelled horrendous.
Oh. A couple of years ago, my wife and I were in Myrtle Beach, and we drove to Charleston. That was fun. I don't think we were too far from Savannah, maybe. I could be wrong. I might have my geography wrong. But...
Savannah's one I want to visit just because it's like one of the most haunted cities in America.
I'd love to go there and do some of the ghost tours and stuff, definitely. That's on my bucket list.
I was actually on one of those ghost shows. It was the local one that we used to have, Ghost Finders, I'm going to say. Yeah.
It
was with the British guy. Yeah, I was. They did a 2-part episode of Gettysburg, the orphanage, and I was my ex-wife and I. Basically, they had a contest, and we kind of won, like a Facebook contest. Well, we kind of won. I say kind of because basically, a friend of hers was on the crew, so it was kind of fixed. So we got a free vacation out of it essentially.
Nice.
Yeah, we got to stay at the Lincoln Hotel, which is haunted like every other damn thing down there.
I shall be right back. Let me see if I can do this again. Hey, I did it right. No, I didn't. Damn it.
We did a ghost tour in Gettysburg once, and it was at night. It was cool. It was like a walking tour, mostly downtown. It wasn't really like out in the battlefields or anything, but I think they took us past the hotel that Lincoln stayed at, and a couple other haunted sites. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, there's I had well, it's out on YouTube. If you look up Ghost Finders Homestead Orphanage, I believe it's season 2. In fact, I believe I think they're still producing the show. It's just it's online now. It's not NEP hasn't carried it in many years. But
Gotcha.
yeah, it was a good time. It was. I had a lot of fun. I always do whenever I go to Gettysburg. Though. I mean, Gettysburg is a really it's a really interesting place.
Yeah.
Aside from the history, I mean, oh, Fred, you got a question?
Yeah, Jance, I did. I guess are they making a movie or a documentary or something kind of centered around the Smurl hauntings? I got to check that out, but I did see that in the news this week.
It's the new Conjuring movie.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's a new Conjuring. Yes.
Not that I know stuff like
I
that.
didn't even know there was another one.
Yeah.
They're gonna to protect the innocent. They're gonna change the name to Smurf.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, a couple of years ago, wife and I were in San Francisco, and we toured Alcatraz. That was awesome. We toured it during the day. I think we could have gone back at night for like a ghost tour, but we got the Alcatraz experience. We've been to Eastern State Penitentiary. We've done quite a bit of like ghost tour. Like whether it's a tourist trap or what, I don't know. But every time we go somewhere on a vacation, we try to work in some of the haunted tours into our trip. It's usually fun. Yeah, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Yes, they were there at the house. It's crazy.
Oh, those people.
The Warrens.
The Warren Commission.
Yeah, yeah. Did you guys ever watch the?
Jay's.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Jay's on the toilet reading. This
No, I'm back. I'm here.
Oh, okay. I can't see that far down the screen.
No, I'm here.
So.
Yeah, but I read where the Conjuring. I reading the chats here. The new Conjuring movie is somehow based on the Smurl house.
Yeah. Man, that's cool.
I think it's just funnier to call them the Smurf.
The Smurf house.
The Smurf house. How much farther, Papa Smurf? Not far now.
Right.
I do want to give a shout out for a moment and thank all of our latest subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channels. Appreciate it.
I thought you were going to say all my ladies. I swear to God, that's what I thought you were going to say.
I'm up to I'm up to 600, and I'm almost at. I'm like one shy away from 660. 660.
That many ladies?
That many ladies. 606. I'm at 659 subs. Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
That's awesome, Jay.
I think that's about where I am.
You're higher than me.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a standstill right now because I really haven't been putting much content out there.
Yeah, me too. I'm up to 87. I'm really happy with that. 87 subs. So cool. I just have to start working on some more videos so I can give the people what they want, what they deserve. So I'm working on stuff.
Yeah, Mike,
I appreciate your patience.
You're at 696. I'm at like 659.
Well, I used to be like 100 at these, so I mean, like I said, you'll probably surpass me.
Yeah, luckily nothing has really happened around here that warrants making a new video.
I have one in the works actually with the drunk guy from forever ago. But it was the kind of thing like the computer decided to do like a restart while I had that up and I was doing the editing and everything. So that's like, now I got to go back and find all that footage again. And it's
yeah, sure. I'm vegan, but I also eat meat too.
What?
I'll eat everything. So I guess you can say in a way I'm part vegan.
0 out of 4 of you are vegan. No.
My ex-wife was vegan.
Well, didn't Mike? You at one point you were doing vegan for a little bit.
He was doing vegetarian.
I was a vegetarian.
Oh,
vegetarian. No, I was vegetarian. There's no way I'm going to give up cheese. I just remember like my ex-wife, like, you know, when she first went vegetarian, she's like, I'll still cook for you. I'll still, you know, and like, I'll, you know, I have no problem with you eating meat and this and that. And she's, you know, what do you want? What I'll make you something. What I'll make you a meat dish. What do you want? You know, she made a pretty killer Salisbury steak. So I'm like, you know, whip up some Salisbury steaks. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I could do that. And then it's comes out of the kitchen literally like with the bowl, and she's like, do you know how this animal died? This animal wanted to live. And I'm like, okay, I'm never going to ask for this again. And I never did. That's my story, sad but true.
Yeah, but that's okay. We're all wrong at times. You'll fit right in.
Well, I admit I'm wrong a lot.
I apologize for everything.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, let's get the Sickness channel up to 100 tonight. There's 20 people watching right now. If you have not liked his page, please do.
Thank you.
Well, subscribe to it.
Subscribe to yeah, that's what I meant.
Thank
Is it
you all.
87?
Likes help, but subscriptions are better.
Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
If you have not watched his channel yet, Sigmith talks about his history. He's like the historic channel of the crew of the four of us.
Yes, sir. And if anybody wants, anybody's interested in some Sickmith stickers, they're very tiny, but I'm working on some new ones. But they look pretty cool. So if y'all want some, just reach out and I'll get some to you. No charge.
I'll put it on my car. Told you that the last time.
Yeah. I gotta I gotta get you one for the car.
Whose YouTube channel are you watching on? Which YouTube channel? He's saying he's the only one
Inquiring
watching.
minds want to know.
Let's see. I got.
I'll take some pity subs if anybody wants to give me some pities.
696. That's you, Mike. That's your channel. Yeah, that's the Ghetto channel. Ghetto Theater Wilkes-Barre channel.
Nice.
Welcome to the Ghetto Theater of Wilkes-Barre. I was actually going to do that like that initially. I was going to do that like a Jack Perkins kind of thing. Like for every episode, I was going to be like, "Hello, my name is Michael. Welcome to the Ghetto Theater of Wilkes-Barre."
Have you watched some of our videos on Ghetto Theater? And if so, what's your favorite one?
I still like the one.
Oh, there you go.
2 in the morning.
I know which one you like.
Ticket. No. Grr.
Yeah, you said you were watching with one other person before. That one other person was me. I had it up. Because a lot of times I'll watch it on delay. Because with my cell phone screen, I can't really see the whole screen.
Sometimes it's easier to watch it that way.
Well, Scorp Trio, it is, in a manner of speaking, it is kind of an underground comedy club. I'm partially underground in this room. This is a storefront on North Main Street, and there is a lot of comedy that happens outside of these windows. Fortunately, at least so far in the last 5 years, none of it's made its way in here. But I have guns for that. But yeah, we have everything from street dancers to horses riding up North Main Street.
A beat down.
That was an interesting
one guy took a pee in your yard, or in your side yard.
Not even a yard.
Oh yeah, and
it was on our building.
He was arrested, and he was arrested. He did it right in front of a camera. He was arrested. He was prosecuted. I took him to court.
Then we have the bag lady who wanted to cash her lottery tickets at 2 in the morning. It's always going to be my favorite.
That's a classic. That's a good one.
That is a classic.
I love that one.
And
I
don't know if I have a favorite. Probably the beatdown.
I like the dancing in the rain, and the couple. I forget the name of the.
Oh,
yes.
Love is in the air.
I love the people that drive on the sidewalk. I like they're just.
They don't know they're doing wrong either.
The concrete lane on North Main.
Scorp Trio, this is my site. If you want to throw it, where'd it go? There it is. If you want to throw me a pity sub too, I'll take it. But yeah, no, so I've been dabbling more and thinking and trying to figure out how to pull it off, and because I'm
not going to comment on what Scortique Ghost just said.
Nah, I know. I can't assume they said I can't assume FP wants to get back into paranormal with me or not. I don't know. But because I have basically like all food videos up till October. I'm gonna start. I want to go hit some cemetery, start doing some paranormal again. Not sure how far I'm gonna get, but I wanna. I'm gonna do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jay, that might be like a cool collab between SGW and Sick Myth. Do some paranormal kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Go camp out by the Wyoming Monument. See if we can pick up any EVP kind of stuff. That might be cool.
I said I have one video which I don't even know if it's still up on the other channel or not, because again he did he revamped his old channel. A while back, I was at the St. Mary's Cemetery in Hanover, and I picked up an EVP, and I was like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "Yes!" Grilled lamb and tomato sandwich with brown mustard.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that does sound good. And pity subs.
How's that beer, Gina?
It's good.
Oh yeah, how's the beer? We need
IPA.
And how is the taste of the beer?
It's just like an IPA.
Maybe people don't know what an IPA tastes
like.
It's hoppy. It's very
Let's put it
hoppy
this way.
and citrusy.
It's not horrible.
Okay.
There you go.
It's drinkable. Sorry, the leg's starting to hurt.
Yeah.
Drink more beer.
I need liquor.
Go away.
Beer leads to more beer.
Maybe I need some rum.
Oh, Venger. Did Venger figure out which movie he's gonna watch? Because I got another suggestion for you, Venger. No Country for Old Men. Yes. But you may have already seen it.
Please, paranormal stuff don't freak me out. That's some of the best stuff around, paranormal stuff.
It's
yeah, it's freaky. I think it's just that curiosity factor. Like, you know, I've had a couple weird paranormal episodes happen in my life.
If you've had it happen to you, then it's not going to freak you out anymore.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like did it freak me out in the moment? Oh yeah, but like then the more I thought about it, the more I kind of like dwelled on it. It's like I got to figure out like what the hell that was. Like, is somebody trying to tell me something? What's going on? So you kind of get that.
When Oxwood, like for me, I've been subjected to paranormal all my life, different times. So it's, to me, it's more like, oh, I want to see what's going on. Like, and then a while back, Fred, you did a video on it, the Knox Mine Trail.
Yes. Long
story short, for anybody that doesn't know, the Knox Mine Trail disaster years and years ago. Again, check out Sick Myth, and you'll get the full details. But the miners were digging underneath the Susquehanna River, trying to connect Pittston to, it was either West Pittston or Exeter. I don't remember. It was one. They were trying to connect it underneath. Well, they didn't. They disregarded all the safeties. They drilled too close to the riverbed, and it just opened up, and it just literally flooded everything. 12 got out? Fred, is that right? 12 escaped.
So yeah, 12 were trapped. Actually, 12 died.
Oh, 12 died.
Yeah, there were actually quite a bit of survivors from the Knox mine, like because of just quick thinking and bravery. Really, there were like 60, 70 survivors, but yeah, 12 were trapped.
And what they were doing, it literally was like a whirlpool, like just like you could see the water just going in, like from Susquehanna, just filling these tunnels. They were dropping train cars to try and block this thing. I mean, eventually, it did stop, but it's like years ago, me and another guy, it was in the summertime. We were taking a walk down the path. Yeah. It's open. You can go anytime you want, day, night. I went in the summer and
Good. Remember?
Excuse me. He had his camcorder with a high powered mic. That's all we had. So we didn't even go down to where there's the monument. We just took about halfway, walked down, came back. And when we were walking back, you heard, because it was in the summertime, you heard the cars going by. You heard the, chirping of the like, crickets and stuff. Nothing big. Well, when I took the SD card and put it in the computer and actually pulled the video, you heard Indian war drums loudly. Like, you heard them like you should have heard them there walking, and we didn't. And so we went back a week later and got the same thing. So yeah, it's like I said, I did one in the cemetery where I got a response. Someone answered, or I can't really tell what it was, but it was definitely something, talking to me or telling me something. And that was cool. But it's like, here's the thing. Sorry. Here's the thing. When you watch TV and you see like ghost hunters, ghost adventures, you're always seeing some type of paranormal activity. Now, in reality, doesn't happen that way. I can't imagine how much footage they go through to get what you see on TV.
And actually, with ghost hunters, they don't actually always get paranormal activity. They actually go into places trying to debunk everything.
It's like,
and they've done it. They actually went into one place and they were really PO'd because they found out that somebody was like trying to pull their chain, Yeah,
they were being scammed.
They had it all, like they had some kind of light behind one of the mirrors, one of those mirrors where like a face will appear and like disappear, and it was all scam.
It was all set up. Yeah, so when I used to go out,
and then there's the Zach Bagans O face. Whenever you'll hear, and he's like,
yeah, startled.
It's
yeah,
but it's
all that
really
footage.
You're not always going to find something, and there's only kind of all the places that me and another name was False Paranormal went to. We got some, but not a lot. But you have to go in, if you go with the mindset, oh, you want to see a ghost, it's not going to happen. So anytime we did get something, we were thrilled that we finally got something. But it doesn't happen all the time. But it's fun. It's fun trying to go and see, and check it out. I do want to get. I want to get one of those voice boxes. I forget what they're called.
Spirit box.
Spirit box.
Yeah. Yep.
I had one a while ago. Well, I didn't, but my buddy did. Our one cohort. And it was in the wintertime. We were out at a cemetery, and we were like, they say you're not supposed to antagonize ghosts. Well, I did, and plain and simple. And what happened was, we had the spirit box on. We were getting like little like different things that we thought maybe trying to debug. Did it not? Well, I just got. It was in the middle. It was middle in the winter time. It was snow out. My buddy had an SLA or SLS. I forget what the camera that picks up the impressions. We were seeing like we were getting a good shot of it. We were in the cemetery too. So, and what happened was, something was crawling on the ground, thinking maybe it was a baby. We don't know. But I just got fed up. I'm like, I just screamed like something, just show yourself or talk or something. And through that spirit box where we were getting kind of iffy, we had a clear, flat out no. And then I stopped, looked at my butt, and he and me were like, shit. Because we're like, oh, damn, maybe we should stop. But that doesn't happen all the time. So I wish we did have that video, but we didn't. But yeah, I like to go. One of the safest places you can be is in a cemetery, for the most part, anyway. There's a couple. There's one which I know I'm not going to get no paranormal activity, but it's still going to check it out. It's for all you locals. It's the Jenkins Harding Cemetery, I believe it's called, the name of it. It's literally when you're coming up Wyoming Ave. It's right in the middle of like it's right when you're coming up through West Pittston. It's a little cemetery. If you literally take 10 steps, you're through the whole thing. That's how small it is. But it's there. It's always done up for. They have the flags up now, the flags around everything, and I'm gonna check that out. I think it's for my first to get back into it. Ox, you're not wrong. Because of religion, you won't mess with that. I probably shouldn't either, but I do. And the reason why is I lost my dad when I was just out of high school at 18 years old. And ever since then, a part of me wants to know what it's like on the other side, basically. What happens, what's your, like, when we're here on this earth, we're here for a purpose, and whatever that purpose is, to have a life, have kids, have family, whatever, grow old, do whatever. Then when our souls go on to another, when we die and our souls go to another level of being or something, however you want to call it, I want to find out. And I'm curious as to what is your purpose there? Like why, what happens? That's my kind of curiosity. I've come across things to tell us that, yeah, there is an afterlife there's an afterlife. Now, what is it for? What does it do? I don't know, but I know there's something. And, eventually we're all going to find out if there is, if there isn't, but I believe there is. And I would love to try and figure out what's going on with it. How much? But yeah, so and I've encountered paranormal since I was a kid. So I don't get scared. It doesn't bother me. Actually, I think like one time, I think I scared myself years ago, but part of it can be a little bit scary, but part of it for me is pretty cool too.
I had a shadow person friend who actually watched over me. So that's why, like, when I hear people say, "Oh, shadow people are evil," and not all of them are, just like any other spirits.
For the most part, shadow people they do class them as evil, but again, it's how you interpret what happens. I've heard stories from family members that would make you go, holy crap. My old house when I grew up in East End, to this day, I swear, our parlor room, which was our front room, there was a connection to something dark. I will believe that till the day I die. When I was a kid growing up, now I could stay, like, the way our house was set up, you walk in the back door, there's the kitchen, then there's the TV room, then there's the parlor. Well, I'd be like 9 or 10. My mom would be like, just go check, make sure the front door is locked. Something would scare the hell out of me in that room, like at night. I would run to the door, make sure it's locked. I would run right back to the middle room. And in the middle, I was fine. I wasn't scared. It's just something in that after, and not during the day, nighttime. There was I felt some type of dark presence. And it scared the hell out of me. But, only in that room. Well, so I've had I had an out of body experience, which was really cool. That was neat. That was neat. Yeah, who's to say, Marcus? Who's to say? When I felt was an out of body experience. This was years and years ago when I was still living in Exeter. I was still married. I don't know. And to answer that, like, now I'd sit and I'd talk with my oldest sister, and she would, like, I can't answer why it was only one part of the house. I don't know. But now, like, my bedroom was upstairs right above that room, and it was fine. It was nothing. It was only in that part of the house. Don't know why. But it is. It's I had an out of body experience where I went to bed. I opened my eyes and I was hovering above the earth, like just like literally hovering above the earth. I had all my senses. I knew where I was, and I'm looking around like, wow. And in front of me, I see the earth clear. Like, I need glasses to drive for farness, but I saw the earth clear as a bell. It looked beautiful. Let me tell you, it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Off to the right of the earth, there was a glowy thing. Now, it wasn't like a specific shape. It was just a glow. And no, I didn't. Now, I didn't. People say they've seen relatives that pat. I didn't see anybody, so I don't know. But it felt like I was looking at some type of glowy thing. Maybe could have been heaven. I don't know, because I didn't see no angels or anything. But when I woke up, what felt a couple minutes, like when I woke up, I was like trying to catch my breath. I have sleep apnea, so like I was really trying to catch my breath. So did I have an out of body? Was I starting to actually die? Because again, when I woke up, I was trying to catch my breath so bad, and I was like, "What the hell just happened?" I don't know, but I know something's out there that's beyond what we know as life. Like, there's an afterlife of something.
This is a subject I actually study quite a bit. It's been my experience, and it's been what we're experiencing right now. This is the dream. What you experience before this and after this is not the dream. This is a simulation. And well, I would suggest.
Wait, let me pick your brain for a minute. Back up. What do you mean this is the dream? Like, us, quote unquote, daily lives is the dream? Like, what do you mean by what is the dream?
Yeah.
Oh, so.
I mean, everything around. I mean, the guitar across the room is comprised of atoms. Atoms are 90%, actually 99% empty space. My hands are comprised of atoms. They're 99% empty space. Yet they don't pass through each other when I do that. Because it depends on how you look at an atom. It could be particles. It could be a waveform. It actually exists as both. But atoms are essentially, the way I understand the universe, atoms are essentially the pixels in the simulation. This is there's a guy, his name is Thomas Campbell. He has an excellent big toe. And when I say big toe, I mean big theory of everything. Thomas Campbell's a guy to read. I can't think of the other guy. The man. Just look up the guy with the highest IQ in the world. He has an IQ of about 200. He has the math and everything that backs this up. That everything that we experience, Xavier. Sorry, everything that we experience. I mean, we come here to learn. We come here to experience emotion viscerally, because experiencing, from what I understand, experiencing the human emotions, like in a human body, is a lot different than being disembodied and experiencing emotion. It's less visceral. You know, there are people. From what I understand too, this is actually this is the last time I have to come back here. You know, this is my last ride. I don't know if I'm conflicting with your religious beliefs out there, Marcus, or anybody else. I apologize, but yeah, you know what? You only get you don't just live this once. You do this many times. People get attached to their identities. They get attached to their ego.
A past life.
You know, well, no, it's okay. What I'm saying here is, you are not Jason Yanchik. Jason Yanchik is the name of an experience you're having. You know, once you leave Jason Yanchik behind, when he's too decrepit to push forward anymore.
So when I die,
and they burn him, or yeah, when they burn you, put you in the ground, that's not you. You know, a lot of people get so attached to their ego. It's like, you are not your body. You have a body. Just like I have a car. When I get out of my car, the car doesn't die. You know?
You know, it's funny because,
and I step away from this body all the time.
It's funny, not funny, but funny. Like sometimes I sit and think, what if this all is a dream? And so, like someday you just you wake up and you're like say back in you're like 8 or 9 again, and you wake up like, God, I just had this dream where I'd done this, and this, and kind of not. Sometimes that I just think about it like what if kind of deals, or hypothetical. But imagine all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, wait a minute, was that I just dreamt I did a talk show on this thing called the internet, and then I'm like, if that's the case, I'm doing some shit different. I will not get married. No.
No. You can't have Marcus. It's exactly the opposite. You cannot have the simulation without free will. Free will is the engine that makes it go round. It's an interesting conundrum, but when you realize, and both Thomas Campbell and the 200 IQ guy, whose name I can't think of, Chris. God, can't think of it. They say not only is God possible, or it doesn't work without a God. There is a being at the center of all this, whose image and likeness you're created in. That's absolutely true. And the thing is, you don't get to really see God, because God exists in a place outside of this matrix. And the place that he exists in, he cannot allow anything around him that isn't perfection. And nobody gets to perfection. So he's kind of isolated. He kind of watches us. From what I understand, he can actually see out of our eyes and know what we're experiencing. And stuff.
That's scary.
That.
Especially mine.
Why?
Experience what I go through is probably scary.
Okay.
Or he'd be like, holy shit, what the hell is this dude doing? What the hell have I done? No. What I love,
guys, I don't mean to interrupt. I gotta run. I'm going to hang out in the chat. I'm just going to like kill my video.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys keep it going and stuff.
It's getting late anyway.
Yeah.
Well, here's what we can do. Yeah, I didn't realize it was 11:30. Wow, everything just took off.
You guys could keep it going. I got to get my dog outside and stuff.
I got it. So does Molly. So here's what we'll do.
No
so that way Gina could rest her leg. We could all refresh for next week.
Yeah, it's starting to hurt bad right now.
How about we'll call it a night? And I want to thank all you 24 people that have been hanging with us all night. Thank you for your dedication to the show. How about next week? We'll pick it up. We'll talk paranormal next week. We'll talk more about hypothetical, and we'll be, that'll be next week's deal.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right.
Cool.
So guys, thank you for hanging out. Again, I'm sorry last week, guys, that I was not able to do the show. As you can tell, I'm still trying to kick this. But for Gina the Cali, I'm glad you're back, Gina. Glad to see you back. Mike, as always. Fred, we'll see you next week, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Laters.